Hello everyone, it's Ioanna here, and today we're diving into something a tad more exciting in investing, breaking away from the usual routine. We'll discuss the strategy of entering the market when we believe it's at its lowest point and has a higher probability of rising. So what does this mean? Yes, higher profits. This is commonly referred to as buying the dip. Let's dive in. Before we proceed, a big shout out to our sponsor for today's video, Freedom24. We're truly grateful. I've dropped my personal link in both the video description and the pinned comment. And by using it, you not only support the channel immensely, but if you're above 25, you get your first stock for free, up to 800 euros, to give your investments a good start. But if you're under 25, you enjoy an entire month of free commissions. While we're on the subject, do give this video a like and drop a comment, even if it's just a heart emoji. It significantly helps with YouTube's algorithm, and the channel wouldn't have grown this much without all your support. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Oh, and of course, please share this video with someone you know. Wait, have I told you about my free newsletter? Every morning in your inbox, featuring programs, subsidies, financial updates on Greece, our taxes, and the latest developments. The link is in the video description. Sign up and we'll chat tomorrow morning in your email. Ladies and gentlemen. However, the purpose of the videos is to entertain and inform. This is not investment advice. I'm an amateur investor. I only invest my own money. I am never certified. We never take financial advice from the internet. We only trust the experts, and we always conduct our own research before investing in any project or platform. Now let's dive into our main topic for today and simply define what buying the dip really means. Nerd alert. Simply put, it means we go in and buy a stock or an ETF when it has either just dropped, is on a downward trend, or has been low for a while. Essentially, we're buying it on sale because we get more units for the same amount of money. For instance, if we want to invest 1,200 euros and a stock costs 100 euros, we can get 12 units. But if we wait and the stock drops to 80 euros, with our 1,200 euros, we can get 15 stocks. So, if and when it later goes up to 120 euros, we'd have earned 40 euros per stock for 15 stocks, equating to 600 euros profit, instead of 20 euros per stock for 10 stocks, amounting to a 200 euros gain. 3 times the money. To illustrate, I've used Apple's stock performance over the past year as an example. For instance, if we buy the Apple stock where the arrow points, see how nicely it rises again, giving us multiplied gains. Then comes the question, which indeed has a bit of greed in it. So, why don't we all just do this buying the dip strategy and focus on long-term investments, following the DCA strategy, meaning the strategy where we consistently invest as much money as we can into the chosen asset every month? Rictavio, what's your take on this? Oh, you disagree? Makes sense. Rictavio disagrees, folks. And he's right too. He knows. Because as wonderful as it might seem to buy during the dip and anticipate the rise, there's a significant risk, and the odds aren't in our favor. They're not in our favor in any way. Let's take a look. So let's say it's October 2022 and we have some money to invest, and we're thinking of trying to time the market instead of using DCA, dollar cost averaging. What do we see? The price is at $143, and we think, let's wait a bit for it to drop. Indeed, after a while, it does drop to $134, and we feel like now is the time to buy in with a $9 discount per share, and so we buy. After a short time, the stock rises again. We're pleased that we timed it right, and everything's perfect, right? Wrong. Because shortly after and into 2023, the stock drops even further to $125. So all our planning and risk-taking, and in the end, even though it rose again, we bought almost $20 more expensive than the dip, meaning we didn't buy the dip. And if we zoom out a bit and look at the stock's performance over the past 5 years, we might have been searching for the dip here, and so on. But you know what we missed? This. Here we're pointing to the plus 276.6% it has made over the 5 years. Now let's address the significant risk in this strategy that we often overlook. One basic question that somewhat reveals it, and we must ask ourselves, is what causes the dip? Yes, we want to buy it, but why did it happen? Why did the stock drop? If the reasons involve the hype dying down, investors getting tired of a company because it's quirky, and meme-filled CEO left, it announced, for instance, $1,000 less in revenue, and other minor factors, then maybe it's an opportunity and the dip will profit us. But what if it's not like that? Then, exactly. Why? Because the drop might be due to poor management, fraud, bankruptcy, the company's patent expiration, and generally things that scream, stay away. But we wanted a dip and we dived in. And then something like this happens and the dip becomes permanent. So caution is required. That's why I personally don't consider myself an expert to sense the falls and buy at the right timing. Yes, I've been lucky sometimes, but I know that luck played a part too. Luck that we began technical analysis at that moment, luck with how situations turned out, and then we had money to invest, among other things. So, Because we've often said that investments shouldn't be a matter of luck, because if they are, it's gambling. That's why I do DCA consistently every month, buying more when it's cheap and less when it's expensive, getting what I want. The market's average. I invest, therefore, 2,000 euros consistently, and more when I can. But guys, even investing 30 euros or 60 euros a month can make a difference. So we start from where we are. We don't wait to gather 1,000 euros to start, nor to find the dip. We trust the market and move forward with it. Personally, I invest 1,000 euros in the ETF, DGRW, which is an American dividend-paying tax-free asset with a consistently growing dividend, and another 1,000 euros in a stock chosen for its dividend. The last 2 months, I bought real estate and oil, while in August we'll play it differently. Give a like and subscribe if you don't want to miss updates on my portfolio. Of course, all the moves made up to now can be found here. Now, let's get to the pillar of the portfolio, the DGRW. The way to purchase it and get a return slightly better than the S&P 500, while also getting some extra cash in our pocket, is simple. Click the link in the description. Once you've opened your investment account and grabbed a free stock and 30 days of commission-free trading, go to the Transactions tab, type DGRW, click on the session start, enter the code sent to your mobile, hit buy, and you're done. And now, should I say it? I'll say it. I've held back for an entire video. The only dip we care about is this one. In closing, a big thanks to the Freedom24 platform, which sponsored today's video. I've left my personal link in both the video description and the pinned comment. By using it, you greatly support the channel, and if you're over 25, you'll get your first free stock worth up to 800 euros to kickstart your investments. But if you're under 25, you get an entire month of free commissions. I look forward to your comments with ideas for future videos, questions, or clarifications about what we discussed today. That's it from me. Sending kisses your way, and I'll see you soon in the next video.